Hello, my name is Don and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at this Commander NV500 Eagle from Oneleaf. So stay tuned, guys. So if you're unfamiliar with Oneleaf.ai, they are a manufacturer of night vision products. They make everything from binoculars, rifle scopes, thermals. They pretty much make it all. Now, Oneleaf is a Chinese manufacturer, and I have done a couple of reviews for them already. But they ended up sending me their Commander NV500 Eagle. It's a 4K digital day-night vision rifle scope. Now they have a couple of different models available. You can get the 1.5 lens, the 2-power lens, or a combination of the two. I highly recommend that rangefinder, guys. If you don't get it, you're gonna wish you had it. So in today's video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the menu, we're gonna go over some of the functions, and I'm gonna show you what it's like to shoot with it during the day and at night. I'm gonna show you how to zero it. Anything that I think is not self-explanatory, I'm going to go over in this video. Now, the NV500 uses the Sony Starvis 2 technology sensor. It offers improved low light performance, high resolution, and clarity. And I got to tell you, from using this thing, it does what it says it does. It works very, very well. So the Commander NV500 offers two different lenses, the 1.5 to 19.5 and the 2 to 26. They're also coming out with a 4 power and a 5 power, which is really gonna allow for some really good zooming. I'd really like to see that 5x or even the 4x when it comes out. The 1.5 lens has a variable aperture in it, so you can actually adjust how much light is coming into the lens, which comes in very handy at dusk and at dawn. Now the NV500 has 3 image modes: day mode, starlight mode, and night mode, and I'm going to show you those later on in the video. The IR light that it comes with is good for about 437 yards. Pretty specific number. I was able to take it out to 200. I know I could have taken it out further, but I will show you that later in the video. We have some footage out to 200 yards. So it uses the rangefinder in combination with the ballistics calculator to put out a ballistic solution. So it will actually show you where to hold over on your reticle, and it's pretty accurate. The refresh rate on this, I don't know if you're familiar with a lot of cameras, but when you start talking night vision, the refresh rate becomes very important. And the refresh rate on this is very good. Those are all the different reticle options. It has a picture-in-a-picture. It's supposed to be good up to a 308 caliber for recoil. You can project this onto a TV or a monitor. So guys, the NV500 comes with everything that you need to get out into the field. All right, guys, so this is the Oneleaf Commander NV500 Eagle. This is a digital night vision rifle scope. So this works really good for coyote hunting, any type of hunting. And you could actually use this to target shoot if you wanted to. Now, this does take 4K video. It has recoil activated recording. It has a very good latency, so when you're moving dynamically, so fast to the left, fast to the right, you don't get any blurred video. This thing actually works quite well. Now, a lot of guys don't consider buying something like this because they think it's a little too complicated. So I want to ease your fears on that. Guys, these things are very easy to use. They're very intuitive, very self-explanatory. If you can run a camera or your cell phone, you can run this no problem. Although it is very easy to use, there is a few things on the menu that I want to explain. So let's turn the menu on right now. So this has 4 buttons on top. One is this big button here. It also has a toggle switch. So we're going to turn on the menu, and that's just a long press of the large button here. Now, guys, you can choose from 7 different reticles. This is the section where you would zero your rifle. Now, guys, I'm going to show you that in the next part of the video. We're actually going to zero a rifle with this. So let's get out of here. Now, as far as reticle color, you can choose from white, red, green, blue, or black. I find that the red, the blue, and the green show up the best.
Now guys, this has 6 different available zeros. Let's say you shoot 300 blackout. You can have a zero for suppressed, unsuppressed, subsonic, supersonic, and different grain bullets as well. Now this is the ballistic parameters part of the menu. This is where you would enter every different load that you plan on shooting through your rifle with this scope. So you basically click in here and you go online, and whatever load that you're using, get the ballistic information off of the website or any type of a app that you might be using. And you can enter all that information in here, and what it will do is it will use your laser rangefinder and it will figure out a ballistic solution for you, and it will actually put a holdover on the reticle for you, so you don't even have to think about it. It'll take the range of whatever you're shooting at and it'll put a little crosshair down the reticle wherever you need to hold over. That's where this information is programmed in. So you can choose first focal plane or second focal plane. Now range marker align. Now once you get this re-zeroed, your rangefinder might not be quite lined up with it anymore. This is where you change that. It's real easy to do. ISO sensitivity, that's a camera deal. You can choose yards or meters. Your screen aspect, you can change that. Movie mode, you can change how you want this to record. If you want it to record in 4K 30, 60, or 120 frames per second, 2K 30 frames per second, or fine HD at 30 frames per second. You can change the photo resolutions, movie clip time. So every video that you take will be 10 minutes. And I think that's as long as you can go. Auto record. Now what that is, that's recoil activated recording. So let's say you're out hunting, you forget to hit record, your deer comes in, you shoot it, and you're like, oh no, I forgot to hit record. You don't have to worry about that. The camera did it for you. As long as this is on, every time you shoot, the camera will record. I think it goes back like 15 seconds. So very nice function. That way you never lose a shot on a deer. You'll always have that memory built right into here. The camera does not forget when you do. All right, sound record, so you can turn the microphone on and off. Now guys, a lot of these cameras do not have a good microphone. This one does. I'm actually quite impressed with it. There's some camera settings. Now brightness, contrast, saturation, that's going to change all that for your screen and your recording. The rest of this stuff is really self-explanatory. So this section is where you control your night vision settings. You have day, starry, and night, and we'll show you that a little bit later. So display icons, you can actually turn the lights off on the buttons in case you want to be, all stealth-like. Compass calibration, this does show you whether you're pointing east, west, north, or south, and you would recalibrate that here. Now your gyro calibration, the scope also has your cant built into it and your pitch. So if you're pointing down a hill, it'll show you what degree you're pointing at, and it'll also tell you if your rifle is canted or not. So you have no excuse not to have a good level optic for those good long range shots. Forgot to show you the picture in a picture. So the picture in a picture is kind of cool. You turn that on and a screen pops up in the middle, and it's a zoomed in image of wherever your reticle is. It's for taking finer shots, or if you want to get a little bit closer look at what you're shooting at. Kind of a cool function. I usually leave that off. You can also turn it on with one of these buttons here. Now the rest of this stuff, guys, is just camera stuff that's on any digital camera. This thing is very simple to use. Now to get rid of the menu, we just long press the menu button and it goes away. So guys, for the rest of the video, this is going to be mounted on a different rifle. I'm going to show you how to zero this scope, and then we're going to go out to 200 yards and we're going to shoot some steel. And we're going to use the ballistic app in this for getting our holdovers. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to take our range of the steel that we're shooting, and then it's going to give us a holdover on the crosshairs, and we'll see how close we are at 200 yards. And then I'm going to show you what that 200 yard steel looks like under night vision. So stay tuned, guys. I want to show you how to zero this. Now this process is the same for a lot of different night vision or camera operated optics for rifles. A lot of thermals will do this, the night vision. This is how you zero them. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna zoom in on the target and we're gonna take a shot. Now this is a 2-power lens on here. Actually, this unit, you can get this with 2 different lenses, 1.5 power and a 2-power. And then every time you zoom in with the scope, it zooms in ×2. So right now we're at roughly 16 power. It says 8 power on the screen, but it's actually 16 power. All right, here we go. All right, we're a little low, but that was a cold bore. Let's take another shot. So it's pretty close, but we do need to adjust it because I want to have a good solid zero. All right, so now we're in the neighborhood. So now you go into menu, you go to shot 0, you select that. Now the key here is you're going to have 2 different reticles. Right now you'll see there's 2 different reticles. The blue one you want to hold on your bullseye, and then you want to move the red one to where your shot hit. And then you enter that. So I horizontally I have that pretty well set. Now we need to move it down to where the shot actually hit. You can actually do this with a regular optical scope as well. Okay, and then you hit the record button and it saves it. Now we're going to get out of that menu, long press the menu button, and then we're going to zoom in again. And we're going to see if our zero was obtained. All right, we're a little left. Try again. All right, so let's try one more. We are a little left. I'm having a little trouble holding this thing steady. All right, so we're just a little left. It's not horrible, but we're going to adjust it. So basically we're going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to move the red crosshair to where the shot actually hit. I'm only going to go to there though. All right, hit record, record, save, get out of the menu, and zoom in again. And let's see if we got our zero. Now we do have a right to left wind. Perfect. All right, let's double check that zero one more time. And at the same time, we're getting a velocity. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to enter it, the ballistics, into the scope so that we can go and shoot at some longer ranges as well. Yep, we're good. All right, 1069, that's the velocity. $10.77, 10.85, and 10.68. So our average is 10.75. So we're going to go into the menu. We're going to go into the ballistic parameters. Now I've already got this partly set up for the SK long range match. So what we need to change here is the velocity, which should be this one. And we just need to take that up to 1075. Enter it in. And we should be good to go shoot at 200 yards. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go out to 200 yards and see if we can hit some 6-inch steel with it. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so we're out here at 200 yards. We have the SK long range. Everything is hopefully correctly entered into the Commander NV500 Eagle. Now what you're seeing in the screen right now, there is a green. All right, so we're going to get the range. So it's ranging at 200 yards. Hopefully we can make an impact here. So here we go. No, I missed. Let's hold down here and see where we hit. Okay, so the wind is pushing us. All right, I did not put any wind into this, so let's hold right about here. And we hit it. And we hit it. Yeah, that wind, you can see the flags are blowing left to right. And we hit it again. So the ballistic section of this does work. It works quite well. Now, had I figured in the wind and everything, I'm sure we would have made a first round impact. We were very, very close.
All right, so it's pretty damn dark out here right now. This is I believe this is the Starviz mode. Okay, so this is the Starviz mode. That's pretty dang good, actually. Alright, so this is a night vision mode. That's actually my 200-yard gong right there. That's a 6-inch steel target. Alright, let's turn on the IR light. That's a 6-inch steel at 200 yards. Looks like there's some type of a... Oh, that's my wind flag. Yeah, I could take that shot, no problem. I don't want to disturb my neighbors though. Yeah, wow, not bad. So guys, the night vision actually works pretty damn good. Let's take it, this is a starlight mode. Now let's turn off the IR. I mean, technically, I could take that shot. This is with no IR light at all. And I could definitely take that shot. Sweet. This night vision scope works pretty damn good. Pretty impressed with it. Now that's with the IR light. Adjust the focus because we got more light. And let's turn on the night vision. So either the Starviz mode or the night vision mode, I mean, that's 200 yards. I'm sure I could go much, much further than that. No problem taking any type of an animal at that yardage. That's pretty impressive. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So yeah, guys, this works very well. Yeah, guys, for the money, this thing does what it's supposed to do. Very impressive.
A lot of times what you'll see in these cameras is they don't use a fast enough processor to do all the fancy little functions that they put into these things. This doesn't have that problem. The processor that they're using in this is plenty efficient enough to do everything that the scope does, and it does it well. I haven't had any issues with it. It's worked great. I think the night vision works really good. The daytime function works really well. Is this ever going to replace a daylight scope? No, but it does what it does very well. And I think for a hunting scope, you really can't go wrong with this thing. You can hunt day or night with this, and if you forget to hit record, it even remembers that for you. It'll turn on the recording when you shoot. That recoil activated recording is a really handy option for hunters. All right, guys, well, that's pretty much all I got for you today. So if you like what you saw, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you could, go down there and hit that subscribe button. I can't build this channel without you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.